This week we'll talk about the Hazard Communication Standard, which is found under Title 8 of the California Code of Regulations, Section 5194. We'll briefly talk about this standard. I'll describe what sections you guys need to study in order for you to be able to successfully answer the relevant questions that might be found in the midterm or on your final. So when it comes to the Hazard Communication Standard, the scope of this standard is to require manufacturers or importers to classify the hazards of chemicals which they produce or import. So this is specific to the companies that manufacture or import chemicals. They need to specify what hazards does a given chemical have. And usually you can find this information in the safety data sheets. When it comes to any given business, though, this standard applies to any business that has any hazardous chemicals. Whenever you have a hazardous chemical, employees need to be aware of it and need to be aware of the hazards that it poses to them. Okay, so you'll read about the scopes. It's important to know about the Prop 65 warnings. Those are concerning carcinogens. Go over the definitions, which is always relevant. But most importantly, though, I want you to focus on the elements of the Hazcom standard. So specifically, I want you to go over subsection E, the Written Hazard Communication Program. I want you to know how to learn how to write an effective hazard communication standard. So you'll read about the different sections that are found within this standard, and you'll learn how to effectively write one. Now, something that's also relevant for the Hazcom standard will be safety data sheet. So this standard defines the different sections that a safety data sheet has. All different 16 sections are mentioned here, along with the information that you're supposed to find within those sections. Any given employer should have labels and other forms of warning to allow employees to know when a given hazard is available in the workplace environment, be it a chemical or physical hazard. So it's always a good precaution to have for any given chemical to have the pictograms or to have signs that state what kind of personal protection equipment you need prior to entering the workplace and while handling any given chemicals. Okay, now that you have this general overview, I'll let you go over the standard. Please go over it, as this might be, again, relevant for your midterm and or final. Thank you.